Welcome to the Power of Habits, where we break down the tools, strategies, and mindsets you need to reach your fullest potential. Hi, my name is Marco, and welcome back to Yap Sessions with your boy. And if you're new listening to this, and you're wondering why it's not the Marco Martinez show, I decided it was, I don't know, because I like the term of yapping, because that's really all I do on this show is just yap. So having it as just yap sessions with me, I don't know, I like it a lot better, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, it just fits. It fits me. It fits what I do. Because when I do the Marco Martinez show, it almost feels like I have to have like guests, which I don't mind having when I find some that are interested in doing it. I don't mind that at all. But to me, show kind of like reminds me of like the Ellen show, where there has to be a crowd and whatnot. Like, I don't know. That is just me. Like that is just me, and it could well be a lot different, but that's just me. But anywho, in today's episode, we'll explore 7 powerful habits that successful people consistently use to achieve their goals. Last time we talked about the law of aggression. Not law of aggression. My bad. Jesus, how did I already forget? Wow, let me look back. I legit had it in my head. The law of self-sabotage. Man, did I really forget? Wow. But last week we talked about the law of self-sabotage. This week we're just going to talk about, successful habits that you can use, that I too need to be using, because I need to create some new habits, some better habits, rewire my brain, because let's just say I just really need to. Whether you're striving for professional success, personal growth, or just looking to make the most of your day-to-day life, remember, these habits can help you get there. Grab a notebook, because you're going to want to take some notes, and start applying these, and actually be serious on applying them. Like, don't just listen to this, think, oh yeah, that's going to be my New Year's resolution. Wait until January just to not be doing anything out in April. Like, gotta fucking do it. Okay, so number 1 is to set clear goals, which may seem a little bit easy. You just say, well, of course, I got goals every fucking time. The first habit is the foundation of all success, though. Setting clear, achievable goals. Think of goals as your roadmap. Without them, you're wandering aimlessly. My bad. But with them, you have direction. Successful people don't just wish for success. They define what success looks like. They break it down into specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals, also known as SMART goals. I'll repeat that again. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goals, also known as SMART goals. Take time each week, each month, or even year to outline what you want to achieve, and be specific, though. Whether it's related to your career, finances, health, relationships, whatever the case may be, write them down. But I mean, write them down and review them. Because, like, if you write it down at the beginning of the year and you don't even look at it until June, July, you probably may have done none of them, because you never really looked at to see what your goals were to begin with. And when it comes to achievable goals, don't think like, oh, you want to be a millionaire by the age of 30. Like, that is a big goal. Now break it down to small achievable goals. where, okay, like I've said it before, learn how to then, if you don't even know how to make $1,000 a month consistently, how do you expect to make $1 million in a year? So you then figure out how to do that, and eventually, without you even realizing it, you will successfully hit 7 figures without even knowing it. But it's all because of those small achievable goals. Because it's like, think of it like a football game. Both sides want to win. So if your clear goal is to win, that's great. How the hell are you going to do it? Oh, well, we can do X, Y, and Z. Okay, now you got to break it down into even smaller goals, to where the O-line needs to learn how to block well. The D-line needs to know how to get in there. Like, defense needs to be doing their job. Offense needs to be doing their job. And you can even break it down until then. Oh, I want to sack the quarterback, at least 3 times in the game. Because, as much as I also want to win, I also want my record to look really good too. So you kind of do that, and eventually something will come up. So a win will come up. But you have to set some achievable goals. Goal number 2, prioritize your time. Once you have your goals in place, the next habit is prioritizing your time. Successful people understand that time is a finite resource, and they know how to manage it wisely. One key tool here is time blocking. This means setting aside specific periods in your day to focus on important tasks, rather than reacting to whatever comes your way. Take control of your schedule. By identifying the high priority tasks that will move the needle towards your goal, say no to distractions, unnecessary things, unnecessary meetings, or even things, or tasks that just don't align with it at all. Because that's also the thing about rich people as well, when it comes to like investing. Because almost every rich motherfucker will talk about investing, because that's what a good majority of successfully rich people have, that money flowing income, because they don't work for their money, the money works for them. And aka, like with investing, they set a certain amount of money to go do some work. The money does its work, and then it brings in a profit of 2%, 3%, 4%, and you did nothing. So with a lot of these rich people, when they're able to be doing that, they're not like, they know how to manage it. They know how to strategize to make the money keep coming. But then at the same time, like, they cannot touch it for 6 months and can easily make a couple hundred, even a couple thousand in those 6 months, all by just doing nothing. And so, I know that's not really like really what the goal about prioritizing your time is, but really know how to block distractions and just set those time blocks, and tell yourself, okay, so from 9 to 11, I'm going to read my book. Just from 9 to 11. 11 hits, close the book, set it away. Because eventually you'll get done with the book and you'll say, wow, I just read a whole book in a month. When you've never, ever read a full book from start to finish, ever. And you did it within a month, or maybe even a little longer or a little shorter. And then it'll want you to do more. So just learn how to prioritize your time, guys. Next, practice discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency are what separate those who dream of success from those who achieve it. You can have all the goals in the world, but without discipline, they'll remain dreams. Successful people show up day in and day out, even when they don't feel like it. Whether it's hitting the gym, working on a project, or learning a new skill, The magic happens when you put in consistent effort, which is true. But here's a tip. Start small and build momentum. Set daily or weekly habits that, over time, lead to major breakthroughs. And that's a big one, even with like the gym. Like, if you go to the gym, let's say you do 4 times a week. 4 days a week, you go to the gym. That's perfect. No, that is actually really perfect. You're going to the gym. You're doing what you need to do. Perfect. Now, 2 months go by. You're at the gym. You're doing what you need to. And then all of a sudden, bam. Kablamo, kablamo, kablamo. Now all of a sudden, now all of a sudden you can't go. You get sick. So you don't go for a couple days. And no, that's fine. You can't go. You can't go. Now, a week goes by. And you're recovering finally. But because you haven't been doing anything, you decide, I won't go this week. I'm just still fully recovering. Kind of want to wait it a little bit longer. Kind of just see what happens. I kind of, you're not really fully ready yet. Okay, that's fine. You then go next week. You then try to go next week. And now you don't. And now the cycle repeats. And now you're not even going to the gym anymore. Learn how to be disciplined and learn how to be consistent. Habit number 4, continuous learning. The 4th habit is something that all successful people have in common. They are lifelong learners. They never assume they know it all, whether they're reading books, listening to podcasts, attending seminars, or simply asking questions. They're constantly seeking new knowledge. In our fast-paced world, industries are changing rapidly, and staying stagnant can put you at a disadvantage. Embrace the habit of continuous learning to stay ahead. Set aside time each day or week to learn something new, whether it's related to your field, a hobby, or even a new perspective in life. Expanding your knowledge is key to long-term success. Oh, excuse me. I don't know why I'm so burpy right now. But a good example is Warren Buffett. He's known for reading 500 pages a day to keep learning and staying sharp. It's a habit that served him incredibly well over the years. And the motherfucker's a billionaire. Now, I'm not saying you have to replicate what he does, but continue learning. If you're a podcaster, continue learning the trends and continue learning what people like about your podcast, about what they don't like, and try to switch them some styles and whatnot. And also me being in real estate, I have to stay on the market. I have to stay consistent with the market, being very well knowledgeable about the market, being well knowledgeable about everything. I have to know how to do all of that. And so, I too need to learn how to do all that. And anyone else can too, because no one's smart. I'm just gonna say it. No one is smart. Every day someone learns. You've learned something and you just know about it because you've learned about it. But no one is smarter than anyone else. They have just learned more. They've maintained the knowledge of it more. Habit number 5, surround yourself with positivity. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of 5 people you spend the most time with. And it's true. Successful people surround themselves with positive influences. People who uplift, inspire, and challenge them to be better. Look at the people in your life. Are they supporting your goals? Do they encourage you to keep going when things get tough? If not, it might be time to evaluate your circle. This isn't just about your physical environment either. It includes the content you consume, books, shows, podcasts. Feed your mind with positivity and motivation. Now, I'm not talking about you have to be watching motivational videos every fucking day. You don't have to be doing that. But learn just how to be positive. Every morning, tell yourself that you love yourself. Every morning. Don't miss a day. Just tell yourself every morning, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. And eventually you will start loving yourself, and you will eventually start changing your habits and changing the way that you see the world. Really. Like, trust me. It works. Now, habit number 6. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Successful people don't feel failure. They embrace it. Instead of seeing failure as the end, they see it as a stepping stone toward growth and improvement. When things don't go according to plan, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Instead of being discouraged, look for lessons that will help you improve and come back stronger. Remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. The key is to not let it stop you, but to use it as fuel to push forward. And I know that sounds very cliche, very fucking corny, and it is. But it's the truth. Literally, it's the truth. Like with me, I haven't had a single sale yet. Like, not a single sale at all. And I've been doing this for almost a year and a half. And I sometimes tell myself, is this even a career for me if I'm not doing shit? But then I also look back, I'm not doing anything. I don't do any work. I'm not doing anything. So how do I suspect myself to do something when I'm not doing anything? But at the same time, like, I also have to learn, okay, so if I'm not doing X, Y, and Z, how do I expect myself to be better? How do I expect myself to, to be the person I want to be when I'm not even learning from my failures? Like, I notice them there, but I don't even learn from them. And it's all... honestly, I just don't learn from them. I'm just like, it happened. I just fucking suck. I'll try again. But I don't really tell myself, okay, let me analyze what the problem was. Let me analyze what the hell was going on. Okay, well, X, Y, and Z was going on. I wasn't doing Z, Y, X. Okay, what can I do to get... What can I do to get this better? What can I do to do better? And that's what everyone needs to do. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Last step is a big one. Take care of your health. Last but certainly not least, just fucking do it. Take care of your damn health. All the success in the world means nothing if you don't have the physical and mental energy to enjoy it. Successful people prioritize their health, both physical and mental, because they know it's the foundation of everything they do. This means regular exercise, eating well, getting enough sleep, and managing stress. Mental health is just as important. Take time to relax, meditate, or engage in activities that bring you joy. Health isn't just about preventing illness. It's about giving yourself the energy to take on challenges, to be more creative, and remain resilient in tough times. Because a saying that I like to quote a lot is, health is wealth. And it is nothing wealthier than your health. Because you can have $10 million right now in your bank account, but you're constantly in hospital visits. You're constantly, you can't overstress or else you can get a heart attack. You can't do this. You can't eat anything sugary because you're diabetes. You can't whatever. And to the point where it's like now the money doesn't mean nothing because either you're spending a lot of it on hospital bills or you just can't really do anything because your health is shit. And that's not just physically. You can be in the greatest shape of your life, but if your mental health fucking sucks, money won't mean anything to you. Because you can be in such a stressful situation that you'd want to end yourself. I had that thought about a month ago where I was like, man, for all the shit that's going on, I haven't had a sale. I haven't done anything. I haven't really been doing anything. Like, what the fuck is even the point? And I have thoughts. I have had thoughts about it. But I just keep telling myself, like, no, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. What the fuck why are you thinking that? You gotta keep going. Because my mental health isn't the greatest, but at the same time, it also is still the reason why I'm moving forward today. Because a favorite quote that I love, and I believe I said it last week, is talk to yourself, but don't listen to yourself. Like, you can talk to yourself all the negative bullshit that you want, but don't listen to yourself. Like, you can talk all the negative bullshit, you can talk all this positive stuff, but don't listen to yourself. And that may seem a little bit what would it be? Irony or contradictory? I don't know what the real term would be. But basically just be fucking positive. Move the fuck forward and don't listen to any of your negative thoughts. Literally, that's what it is. So, let's go over the 7 habits of what highly successful people do. They 1, set clear goals. They 2, prioritize their time. They 3, practice discipline and consistency. 4, embrace continuous learning. 5, they surround themselves with positivity. 6, they learn from failure. And 7, they take care of their health. If you can integrate even a few of these habits into your daily routine, you'll be well on your way to success. Remember, success isn't about luck. It's about the small, consistent actions we take every day. And here's the thing about that. It's not always about luck. There are times, yes, someone may have gotten lucky because they either hopped on a trend or the time for them came. Because they could have already been in the studio for 10 years, but they had a whole album do really good. That's their year, and someone may look at them and say, "Oh my God, they're so lucky." But then you go look at their discography, and you realize, you know what? These guys have been doing music for 10 fucking years, and they just now are breaking through. Holy shit! It was just that time. Their time finally came, and so that luck, in a way, can play into it. But thank you guys for tuning in to The Power of Habits, today's episode. I love you guys. Health is wealth in 2024. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow, my bad. I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.